It's really difficult to make a living farming in Maryland. The old ways are really dying. You can't just do corn and soybeans and wheat anymore.
The biggest challenge that farmers face in Maryland today is profitability. Equipment costs, fertilizer costs, regulations, labor, all of those issues, those are expenses that you just can't absorb constantly without being able to make a profit. The primary role of the research center here at Keedysville is to provide information to growers in Maryland that they can use right away. The crops that I'm involved with here at the research farm are pumpkins, strawberries, apples, peaches, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, and hops.
This is working out really good here. We're going to get a lot of cone development.
Hops are an important component in beer, primarily to bitter the beer and then to give flavor or aroma to the beer. When you go back to the late 1800s, we grew probably between 10 and 20% of the hops that were used in Maryland here in Maryland. With Prohibition, we lost our hops industry.
When we moved to Maryland in 2006, I think there was under 10 breweries in the state. Now we're close to 70. Beer is an agricultural product. I don't think a lot of people think of it in those terms, but really what we're doing is we're taking agricultural inputs and almost as a chef would, we're transforming them in ways through science and art into a final product that everybody enjoys. To make a good beer, you're going to want to start with definitely quality ingredients. Of course, that's the malted barley or some other cereal grains like wheat or rye. And then generally good clean water, a good healthy yeast strain, and then usually in our case, lots of flavorful hops. Most craft brewers in the US today use hops that are grown in the Pacific Northwest. That accounts for probably over about 90% of all of the North American hop production. And now in Maryland, we're seeing some hop producers come up. I heard about the test plot out at the University of Maryland in Keedysville, went out there while they were harvesting. I was really impressed by what I saw out there.
We've planted 24 different varieties in replicated plots so we can take yield data, quality data. We're looking at things like diseases. We're looking at things like insect resistance or tolerance. We're looking at ability to give us the type of yields we want.
I've been pleased with what I've seen. Doing the hop rubs, the hops seem to be in good condition, seem to have good aromatic characteristics. Now that's not all the varieties, that's some of the varieties, and those are the varieties that it's likely we'll be putting more energy into.
I love the fact that the university is doing this research because it's going to give me information that I can really use to expand my commercial operation. Not just me, but other growers. There's growers that are a lot more serious than I am, who are putting 10 or 15 acres in, that need to have this data now.
We want to provide the best research information that if a grower is going to get into this, we want to make sure that they have the best chance of success. And if there are failures to be made or mistakes to be made, we want to make them here first on the university's farm before a grower has to spend their own money to do that.
The goal here is to really find out in a scientific way what the best practices are for the growers and how the growers can deliver a quality hop product to the brewers of Maryland and beyond.